Another Dell small form factor, you say? Well, here it is for $30 total shipping. It is a Dell Optiplex 755 small form factor with no hard drive. It is known to boot to BIOS. And it does not have a CD-ROM, but it does have an SD card reader. Just a note, guys. I mean, seriously, take it apart, clean it thoroughly. Fans, all these fans, there's 1, 2, 3 fans. The power supply, take Q-tip, rubbing alcohol, clean it out. You want the most airflow out of your computer as possible, whether it's a big full-size case or a small case like this one. There's definitely wasn't much airflow in these little things. So a power supply has a very important duty to do, which it sucks out the air out the back. Okay, so make sure to fan. If you want to paint your parts, go ahead and prepare them, sand them, make sure they're free from oils, clean them with rubbing alcohol again. And go ahead and paint them, let them dry, give them ample time to dry. I usually do this on top of a garbage can, but it was garbage day. It was 104 this day, very humid, very crappy paint conditions. But it did work, and I think it turned out nice, as you'll see at the end of the video. Well, with the power supply all painted and dried, I'm going to go ahead and put it together. Let's take your painter's tape off and try not to touch it too much because it's still tacky. And I don't really recommend painting those wires. I did, and I knew they'd be tacky and they probably won't dry. It will take a long time to dry, especially in humid conditions here. But it gave it a good touch. Okay, for the reassembly, I do insist that you take pictures. Take pictures when you take it apart. Digital pictures, whatever kind of camera you have, take a picture. That way you know exactly how it goes back together. Even though this one's pretty straightforward where stuff goes, you don't want to keep taking it apart, putting it back together, especially if you did your own custom paint job. You're going to go back and scratch it, or you might forget things, and it just makes it easier. In case you can't remember, take some pictures, guys. So this was optional, but I thought was cool as well. I picked up an Intel Core 2 Quad Q9 550, 2.83 gigahertz, 12 megabytes of cache, and this was $29.95, free delivery. I thought it was cool and a good addition to this little build here, the little optiplex 755 small form factor. And there it is. There's the chip, and I'm getting ready to install that into the nice pink optiplex. Now, if you opted to cut your side panel, I used a jigsaw on this one, and I went through like 4 blades cutting it. It's a pain in the butt, and then you have to file it really good. I'm sure there's a better way, but if you do it for your plexiglass, then you're going to have to put some double-sided tape, and it's going to hold it the best, unless you want to drill holes, put screws in it. It's all up to you.